Britney Spears, thanks so much to Romeo and Saturday Night Online for having me. So let's do this chat. Alexis from Augusta wants to know, what's your favorite food of all time? I would have to say my favorite food of all time is pepperoni pizza, definitely. And Victoria from San Antonio, Texas asks, what music video was the most fun to shoot? My favorite video to shoot was Toxic, and it was really cool because there were so many different characters I got to play, and it was just a lot of fun. So, and Daniela from Brazil wants to know, how excited are you for the Piece of Me show to begin? And she says, I'm excited for you. I would say that I'm extremely excited for the show to begin. I've been working really hard on it. There's been a lot of rehearsals and a lot of things that we've been, having to do every day, and it's just been kind of grueling, but it's coming together. We're about to do the dress rehearsals and have all the gags in the show, and it's going to be really, really exciting.
We're ready to sleep late.
We're ready to sleep late for once in our lives.
Yes. Sick of this 7 o'clock in the morning up.
We hate being up at 7. I'm not a good morning person at all, so I'll be happy to start being able to sleep a little bit late. Okay, number 8. Joaquin from New York asks, what is Passenger about, and why did you choose it to be on your album? Passenger is about a girl who's in love with a guy, and she's going to actually let herself go and be a little bit more vulnerable towards him and let him take over in what he does in the relationship, and just kind of let him guide her. So that's what Passenger is about. Visham from Sydney, Australia wants to know, if you had the chance to duet any other female pop acts, who would it be and why? I would do a duet with Lady Gaga.
Oh.
I think that would be a lot of fun. I think she's very different and interesting and intricate, and I like her as an artist, so probably her.
How about Stefani?
And Gwen Stefani as well. I love Gwen Stefani. I think she's very cool. And
wear red lipstick when you do it.
And I would wear red lipstick when I did it, of course. Laura from France wants to know, what's your favorite thing about working with your sister? I think it was really interesting working with my sister because our voices are so much alike. There's not anybody in the world that has more of a voice like mine. So it was really cool to be able to have our voices like together and in the same studio. It was really interesting and very cool. So, Cassio from Clayton, New Jersey wants to know, what is your favorite album cover? Well, favorite album cover of yours? And I would have to say my favorite album cover is probably the last one I just did. I think it's really cool.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Kaylee from Woodbury, New Jersey asks, what is your favorite Ryan Gosling movie? I would have to say Drive is the most brilliant movie I've ever seen. I love that movie. I think he's brilliant, and I think he's really hot. Allison from New York asks, what's your favorite song to perform live? Let's see, how do we go down here?
Incoming hands.
Incoming hands. My favorite song to perform live is probably Toxic. It's everyone usually really gets up and dances, and the audience really loves it, so it's probably my most favorite to perform. Okay, now Allie from Brazil wants to know, what is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is probably Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I think it's the funniest movie ever, and I think it's just really cool. And I like Forrest Gump as well. I think it's really cute. Janae! Okay, then Ali from Brazil wants to know, Chucky in Aberdeen, MD asks, if you were to look back at your past albums, which song from them do you wish was a single but never was? Very good question. Let's see. I would probably say one of my favorite songs I did. I did a song with Moby on In the Zone, and I thought that was a really, really cool song, and I always wish that could have been a single. And a song that I did called Touch of My Hand, I wish that could have been a single as well. So, that answers your question. Let's see here. Chelsea from Philadelphia, PA wants to know, how is it working with Miley? Miley is very, she's a spitfire. She's full of energy, ball of energy. She's so much fun to be around, and she's a really smart girl. And yeah, I've really enjoyed working with her. She was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm trying to push this thing down, and it won't go down.
Technology.
Technology.
know. It's kind of hard sometimes.
Good gosh.
Good gosh.
I know it's hard, and we're live too.
Come on, Florence.
I know. Everything breaks when
Tell
I sit with
Brittany,
Britney.
Florence.
Everything breaks.
Okay, cool. That was it. Oh, it's down there. Mayor from Egypt asks, out of all of your songs, what is your favorite or means the most to you? I would say my favorite song is probably Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know. Mutt Lang wrote it. It's this ballad. It's just a really beautiful, soft song, and it's just really meaningful because he's one of my most favorite songwriters of all time, and it was really cool to have him write for me. Nick from Chicago, Illinois asks, what is your favorite part about touring and performing in front of thousands of devoted fans? Probably the best thing about touring is the fans, is going and being able to connect with so many different people on like a huge level. It's just really, really cool and exciting, and it just gets your heart pumping, and it's just a really cool experience. Okay.
How much more?
Let's see.
More questions?
Let's see here. Brittany from Smithdale, New Jersey asks, what artists have you been listening to lately? I've been listening to Lorde. I think she's very cool. And I love Rihanna's album. I think it's really, really good. I've been listening to her a lot. And those two are probably two main people I've been listening to. And Emma from Ireland wants to know, what do you love most about your fans? I love how devoted my fans are. My fans are very devoted, and they're very giving, and they're just really cool people. And I love them. I think they're very cool. Okay. Lucas from Brazil wants to know, what was your favorite part about recording Britney Jean? My favorite part about recording Britney Jean is the fact that it was so personal to me, and I was able to share personal moments and be able to connect with people, that have gone through breakups, that have gone through situations, and be able to relate with them. It was pretty cool. So another question. Let's see here. Lauren from Norwich, Connecticut wants to know, what's your favorite thing to do in your spare time? I love to go to spas. I love massages. I love to cook. I love doing yoga. And I love writing as well. Corbin from Waveland, Missouri asks, if you could give any piece of advice to aspiring singers, what would it be? I would tell them to never give up, always believe in yourself, be strong, courageous, and brave. Angelina from Riverside, California asks, have you ever thought about doing a documentary? Yes, I have thought about doing a documentary. Okay. Okay, not the other way. Okay. Let's see. Angelina from Riverside, California asks, have you ever thought about doing a documentary? Oh, sorry, I just asked that one. Okay. Eva from Los Angeles asks, what's the biggest difference between Femme Fatale and Britney Jean? I think Britney Jean has more of me personally, and it's personal notes about me in this album more so than I've ever done on any album, actually. So that's probably the biggest difference. And Anastasia from Moscow wants to know, if you could go on a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? I would go to Cabo, and I would have Mai Tais by the beach and swim with the sharks. I would love that. Francis from Harrisburg, VA wants to know, if you weren't a pop star, what could you see yourself doing as a career? I think I would be a good lawyer, or I think I'd be a good makeup artist, or a school teacher.
Oh, hold on.
And that's her real makeup artist talking.
That's my real makeup artist talking right now. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Francis from Harrisburg wants to know. Never mind. Diana from Dayton, Ohio asks, "What is your favorite song to rock out to when you're driving alone in your car?" What is my favorite song to rock? I like "Billie Jean" by Michael Jackson. I think that's a really cool song. It's one of my favorites. Michelle from White Plains, New York asks, "Where do you see yourself in 10 years?" I see myself in a big ranch with horses and 2 more children and my loving husband, and that's it. Marco from Lewiston, Me asks, "What has been your favorite ballad that you've recorded?" My favorite ballad I've ever recorded is probably "Don't Let Me Be the Last to Know," because it's just a really amazing, really good songwriter, Mutt Lang, who's just a genius, and he's really fun to work with, and probably him. I think that's it.
There's more.
Looking for more questions.
Yeah, there's more.
There's lots of questions coming in from the fans.
Okay, Kara from Tallahassee, Florida asks, "What song of Britney Jean did you record first?" I don't know the answer to that question. That's a very good question.
Was it Work Bitch?
I think it was Bitch.
No, it wasn't Work Bitch. Hold on tight. Hold on tight. Michelle from White Plains, New York wants to know, how is the process of choosing songs for Vegas? There are probably many songs that were left out. Was it hard to pick the set list? It was kind of trying to pick out the set list. Everyone, because everybody has their opinion of what they think would make the show, and what songs they prefer. But like me as an artist, I have to do still things that are still new and interesting and fresh for me, so it can be interesting for me to do. So that answers your question. Mir from Glendale, California asks, "Are you a cat person or a dog person?" Definitely a dog person. Dale from LA, North Carolina wants to know, out of your dance routines, which is one of your favorites to perform on stage? Right now, the one that's most favorite for me to perform is probably Freak Show, because it's the easiest and the funniest. It's very funny. Kelly from Tampa, Florida asks, "What have you been doing to prepare for your shows in Vegas?" I've been doing 7-hour days and working my off. Beep off. Taylor from Minute, Illinois asks, "Would you ever consider doing another movie?" I would love to do another movie. That would be a lot of fun. I think doing movies is really different and interesting, and I'm not used to doing movies, so it's just a fresh thing for me to do if I was to do one. So, yes. Joshua from East Point, Georgia wants to know, what is your favorite Disney movie and who is your favorite Disney characters? My favorite Disney movie? Probably The Little Mermaid. I love The Little Mermaid, and my favorite characters are Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy. I think they're very cool. And Julia from Durango, Colorado asks, "What is your favorite dish to cook?" My favorite dish to cook is probably broccoli casserole. Very good. Tommy from Livingston, Michigan asks, "Do you have any rituals before recording a song?" No, I usually just go in there and do it.
Work.
Work, bitch. Okay.
Work it out.
Let's see here. Vegas. Julia from Durango, Colorado asks, "What is your..." Oh, I just did that one. From Mexico, Roland, "If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?" I would be a superhero, of course. I would learn how to fly. I would fly to everyone's house and be like a little fly on the wall and like observe their conversations. I think that would be very, very cool. Okay, can you go down?
Yeah, are they not popping up automatically?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Jackson from Orange Beach, Alaska asks, "What were your best and worst subjects in school?" My best subjects in school were reading, history, and writing. My worst were algebra. Very bad algebra. Marilyn from Clarksburg, West Virginia wants to know, "Did you play any sports growing up? If yes, what ones?" I played a lot of basketball growing up. I love basketball so much. I was a point guard, but I was really spastic sometimes. And I think that's it for me. I enjoyed chatting with all of you. That was a lot of fun. I hope I answered all of your questions in the appropriate manner, and hope to be seeing all of you very soon.